Hello and welcome to my first DIY video where I'm gonna make a pizza dress. I made one last year for a contest. The video went viral and now everyone thinks I went to prom as a pizza. It was pretty great. So first is to pick out a nice cheesy looking fabric and any pattern you like the shape of or want to alter. If you want to get the full length skirt, be ready to get lots of fabric. If you're like me and prefer to upcycle or recycle your materials, you can easily use something like a tablecloth. In fact, that is what I'm using today. So tell me, little Olivia, where do you see yourself in 10 years? On Broadway? On the red carpet? I'm gonna wear tablecloths. For the toppings, I'll be using pleather and vinyl, but you can also use foam sheets. That's what I did for the first pizza dress. Just don't expect it to hold up at a concert at a dive bar at 2 in the morning. I will still be using foam sheets for the green peppers. Why? Because I'm bad at planning, and I did not buy green vinyl or pleather. I've also got black olives, pepperoni, and little tomato chunks. This is going to be mushrooms, even though I don't really care about mushrooms. They don't really taste like anything to me. It's more food. So, yes. Also, I think they're kind of cute. And, onion, cheese, yellow rectangle topping. And instead of a sewing montage, we're just gonna go right to the next step once you have the dress. I'm using a dress that I've patterned myself, and I've cut the top to look like it's a little melted. To be able to cut off the frayed edges and keep it in place, I'm using acrylic medium. Fabric stiffener or clear nail polish would work too, and then you wouldn't have to repaint anything. But I'm all about the artistic struggle, so I've picked the complicated option. For this part, I've picked out red, orange, white, and brown paint, and I'm just going to add little dots of these all over the rest of the dress. Just a bunch of little dots. All over. The entire dress. This might take a while. I'm now realizing I could have waited until after the toppings to do this. Again with the artistic struggle. And so there you have a plain cheese pizza dress, minus the crust. Before you start cutting your toppings, it might be a good idea to have a reference photo. First one's easy. The rectangle yellow topping. I don't know, in the picture it kind of looks like more cheese. What's that supposed to be? Okay, I'm just gonna say it's extra bits of shredded cheese. The rectangles don't have to be perfect because cheese isn't perfect. And that's your inspirational quote of the day. Gonna cut a few more wonky cheese pizzas. Now you might be asking, how will I attach these toppings? You can take the time to sew each and every single one. I did that for the first 2 pizza dresses I made. This time I'm just going to use fabric glue. More cheeses if it pleases. Okay, that's a pretty good amount of cheese. We're still going to need more though. And there is one mushroom. These usually take the longest because they're a little more intricately shaped. That's okay, I only want like 10 mushrooms. Because if I do more than that, it might not leave mushroom. Okay, I'm tired of cutting out mushrooms. On to pepperoni. Pepperoni honestly isn't much easier because it's really hard to cut a perfect circle. Ah, that's not bad. Pretty decent pepperoni. I'm going to do different size pepperonis. I want the ones up top to be slightly smaller. Just gives a cool effect. More pepperoni. While I have the red out, I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple squares for the little tomato chunks. Little chunky chunks. Cut out the olives just like the pepperonis, except a little bit smaller, and then another circle inside. Yeah? Yeah. For the green peppers, I try to think like crescent moon. Just slightly. Just a slight curve. So these are my assortment of toppings. Obviously, if you want different ones, you can do that. This could have been used as pineapple instead. Not my thing. Please don't fight about it in the comments, you guys. Just let people have their pineapple pizza. So that is all for part 1. I'll be posting part 2 next week. Be sure to subscribe if you want to catch that. Also, my Patreon is officially open for anyone who's interested in more in-depth tutorials or behind-the-scenes videos that won't get posted here. Well, I'm going to go cut out about 30 more of these for part 2. See you next time.